Hello everyone, welcome back to Shash Drama Movies. Previously on Fatefull Love, Han Ziqing found herself in the midst of palace schemes and deadly plots. Despite being underestimated by many, she outsmarted her enemies, all while gaining unexpected admiration. Meanwhile, the fourth prince stood firm in his decision to choose his consort, defying both his father and the queen. As tensions between the royal factions escalate and dark secrets come to light, Episode 3 takes us deeper into the dangerous web of palace politics. Will Han Ziqing and the fourth prince survive the cunning scheme surrounding them? Let's find out. The fourth prince was summoned by his father, who indeed brought up the matter of choosing a consort. The fourth prince knew his father was asking something he already knew and responded that he had followed his father's wishes by forming an alliance with the Xianfu. However, as for which lady he would choose, he wanted to make that decision himself. Outside, the fourth prince's subordinates were all worried about him, and even those close to him couldn't understand why he insisted on choosing Han Ziqing. They thought that even if she had been poisoned because of the prince, that was not a reason to make her his consort. Some smart individuals noticed that there must be something wrong since the fourth prince knew Han Ziqing had been poisoned but was still in good health. So they decided to investigate thoroughly. Meanwhile, the fourth prince was playing chess with his father, who hinted that the move he was making was incorrect and that if he didn't change it, he would surely lose. However, the fourth prince stuck to his strategy, angering the king, who ordered that the fourth prince be locked up and starved for a few days. On Han Ziqing's side, the queen sent someone to invite her to the palace for tea. Han Yi knew that the queen didn't get along with the fourth prince's residence, but she also wanted to use the queen's hand to get rid of Han Ziqing, so she arranged for a carriage to take Han Ziqing to the palace. Han Ziqing, knowing that the invitation was not well-intentioned, entered with caution. Inside, she found a room full of noble women chatting, and Han Ziqing couldn't help but think that she had expected something grand, only to find it was just a group of gossiping women. After greeting the queen, some who understood the queen's intentions began to point out Han Ziqing's flaws. The queen then asked about her sister at home, and someone timely reminded the queen that Han Ziqing was that sister. The queen feigned disbelief and deliberately led the conversation toward Han Ziqing's past disgrace, implying that the person the fourth prince chose must be virtuous and talented. She demanded that Han Ziqing admit whether the rumors about her beauty were true. Han Ziqing calmly confirmed that they were. The queen then ceremoniously served Han Ziqing tea. Although Han Ziqing noticed that the tea was poisoned, she didn't expose it and drank it, deciding to play along with the act. The queen believed the poison would take effect in 7 days, and that Han Ziqing wouldn't survive until the day the imperial edict was issued. After saying a few more polite words, the queen dismissed Han Ziqing. Upon leaving, Han Ziqing found Han Yi waiting for her in the carriage. The first thing Han Ziqing did after getting in the carriage was to force the poison out of her body. Han Yi was shocked by what she saw and began to admire Han Ziqing, admitting her mistake and promising not to repeat it. Han Ziqing said she forgave her but insisted that today's events must not be disclosed to anyone. After all, the relationship between the fourth prince and the queen was already strained, and further conflict could cause serious trouble. After returning to the residence, Han Ziqing's life became much easier, but she still had to drink medicine. Han Ziqing explained that she was still useful. The sisters from the general's residence came to visit, and Han Ziqing knew they were the queen's people. She decided to test whether her medicine was effective, so she appeared weak before them. The Han sisters made a few harsh remarks, and Han Ziqing suddenly spat blood on one of them, scaring them out of their wits. A physician was then summoned, who diagnosed her with tuberculosis. the Han sisters were pleased, as they had confirmed Han Ziqing's condition and happily returned to report. As soon as they left, Han Ziqing praised everyone's acting skills before confidently returning to her room in high spirits. Meanwhile, two individuals were secretly testing poisons, seemingly trying to find the person immune to all poisons. They began to suspect Han Ziqing. Following the queen's suggestion, the king released the fourth prince on the sixth day, announcing that someone would be sent to the fourth prince's residence to deliver an imperial decree. The fourth prince was very happy, but on his way back, he heard from his subordinate that shortly after he left, the fourth princess consort had been invited by the queen for tea and had returned with tuberculosis. What's the true story behind Han Ziqing's apparent tuberculosis? Will the queen's plot unravel, or is there a larger conspiracy brewing against the fourth prince and Han Ziqing? As the king prepares to send an imperial decree to the fourth prince's residence, what new twists await this fragile alliance? And most importantly, who are the mysterious figures testing poisons, and why are they targeting Han Ziqing? Stay tuned for the next episode of Fatefull Love, where secrets deepen, alliances are tested, and the stakes rise higher than ever. And if you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button and more importantly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such content. We will meet in the next video. Stay tuned.